What's up, YouTube? Whew. I've already gotten some deliveries done, but I am in Argyle, Texas. And if you're curious about Argyle, Texas, the median income is $113,000, and the average price for a house, of course, I mean the prices for a house is all over the place, but when you Google it, the average price is $615,000. I would say on the lowest end, majority of the lowest part of that is going to be
turn left onto Cleveland Gibbs Road.
$300,000. I mean, you can probably find a few random ones less than that, but for the most part, especially for new houses or newer houses, the lowest you're going to find is probably right around the $300,000 mark, all the way up to $1 million houses. So for anybody that just happens to be randomly interested in that, there you go. I don't think too many people know about Argyle, Texas, though, to be honest.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto 9th Street.
It's like it's a small town, but not. Like if you think of a suburb of Fort Worth, it's basically
turn right onto 9th Street, then turn
like
right
that.
onto Meadows Drive.
It's basically a suburb of Fort Worth. I think it is.
Take the next right onto Meadows Drive.
I got a pretty smooth day today, so that's good. I only had one apartment, and that was my first delivery.
In 800 feet, turn left onto 13th Street. Turn left onto 13th Street, then your destination will be on the left. Destination is on the left.
Be right back. You got to write down the temperature and the time when you get to the address, and then the time when you leave. On every stop.
east on 13th Street toward Swan Trail, then turn right onto Meadows Drive.
Wait. So like muggy out here. 70. It's only
500 feet. Turn left onto Hawks Way.
It's only 76 degrees, but just feels wet and
Take the
sticky.
next left onto Hawks Way.
Not in a good way either.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Cleveland Gibbs Road.
So, I guess a couple of things I just want to mention. One, it's alright to be in a hurry, but just be careful. Excuse me. Especially in the newer neighborhoods, when you pull up to these curbs.
Turn left onto Quail Lane. Take the
For
next
one
left
thing,
onto Quail Lane.
you're supposed to pull up to the right side. If you have to go down somewhere to turn around, then that's what you're supposed to do. But just a fair warning, if the house is on the left and you decide just to pull over to the left to deliver, in a lot of these newer neighborhoods, really all of them almost, the curb, it's the curbs that are at a slant, you know. So if you park in just the right way and you try to get out of your truck in a hurry, you're gonna twist your ankle in a hurry. So just be forewarned about that.
Turn right onto Meadows Drive, then turn left onto 6th Street.
And there was something else. There was something else I was going to say.
Take the next left onto 6th Street, then turn right
I'll
onto
think of it in a
Cleveland Gibbs
second.
Road.
I'll think of it in a second. Oh, if you already work for Kroger as a delivery
Take the
driver,
next right onto Cleveland Gibbs Road.
or you're working on it, as far as, you know, if you need to call in, they're not too
Continue on
strict.
Cleveland Gibbs Road for 1 mile.
You don't get in touch with your manager or anything like that. There is a separate, basically, like an out-call number that you call, and you give them your employee number and your name and your phone number, and you let them know if you're wanting to come in later, or if you're taking the day off altogether. Basically just give them the information that you need to give them. And also, they can put in a note if you want to use your PTO time. And I think you can use either. You can use your, if you don't have enough or you don't have any PTO time, I think you can use your vacation time. I'm not entirely sure because I haven't had that happen to me, so I'm not really sure. But I do know yesterday and the day before I had to call off sick. So I know whenever I call, and maybe they don't know, I don't know, but they asked me if I'm wanting to use my personal time or if I want to use my vacation time. And so I just told them my PTO time.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Elm Place.
And I mean, you won't get in trouble for that as long as you don't make it like a regular habit, doing it all, calling in all the time. But
take the next right onto Elm Place.
yeah, and
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the right.
I don't like to call off even whenever I have PTO time, because for me, I have 3 kids, and a lot of you may not have any kids, but I have 3 kids, so I like to not use my PTO time if I absolutely don't have to. But there's no way I was going to be able to come into work. It just wasn't going to happen. So unfortunately, I had to use 2 of my days. But the good thing is, there's ways at Kroger as a delivery driver. You can kind of build that back up. For example, like if there's a bad weather day and
Your destination's
you
on the
come
right.
into work. Okay, I guess it's right here. That one snuck up on me. So if it's like a bad weather day and you come into work, some instances, excuse me, they will give you extra PTO time, maybe. And also, let's say you come in and they run out of routes. They give you a few options. You can either do voluntary time off, and I'm not exactly sure what that does. I feel like they credit you PTO hours or something. I'm really not entirely sure, to be honest. And the other option is you can use your PTO time or vacation time to put in for the hours that you're going to miss. Because I mean, initially when you come to work, you clock in, so you might be there for an hour, maybe 2 hours. So that they can try to get you a route. And if it just doesn't happen, then you can use your PTO time or vacation time to make up the rest of those hours. And I think there's one more option, but I'm not sure what it is. Unless it is, they'll credit you PTO time, and maybe that's different than voluntary time off. I don't know. I mean, I can't afford to miss any money, so whenever that happens, and I think that's happened to me twice, I just go ahead and use my vacation time. I mean, my personal time off time. But again, you reaccumulate your time there. So it's not really too big of an issue. Like right now, I think I started out with 30 hours of personal time off, and I've had to use it like after yesterday and the day before. I've had to use it like 5 times, and so after they get that put in, I won't have any more. But even though I started out with 30, I ended up with 8, 16, 24, 30, 38. I ended up with about 40 or a little over 40. So it does accumulate, so you can recoup whatever you use, as long as you don't use it all the time. Because also, they want to know that you are going to be reliable. So there's that. So yeah, as long as you take the right steps whenever you need to call off, they don't hold that against you. I mean, you know, life happens. It is what it is. The biggest thing is just don't make it a habit. And, you know, don't have a lot of things where they keep having to like kind of look at you or whatever. You know, a lot of like, you know, running stop signs, or you know, whatever. Just drive safe the way that you should be driving, and basically the less that they look at you, the more you can kind of get away with when it comes to calling in. So, you know, just be mindful of that, because, you know, if you're calling in all the time and your driving ain't too good, because you get points, and I don't think they really come off. I think they pretty well stick with you. And once you get to a certain amount of points, then they have to talk about possibly releasing you. But before they get to that point, you know, they let you know, they'll give you a write-up, that sort of a deal. So just be careful. It's an easy job. Don't make it any more difficult than it is. You know what I'm saying? So let me get this delivery done real quick, and I'll be right back.
west on Elm Place toward Fielding Street.
As always, if anybody has any questions about anything that's related to not just Kroger delivery, but anything that's delivery related, I mean, I have a pretty good amount of experience, and I've done a lot of research on different places, different companies. So if you got any questions about any of that, please don't hesitate to ask, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I try to make sure to get back to you the same day, but you know how life is sometimes. Things come up,
Turn left to stay on
and so
Poplar
it might be a
Street,
day,
then turn right onto
maybe the
Fielding
next
Street.
day before I get back to you. But I do always try to get back the same day. So
Make a U-turn. then turn
also,
right
if
onto
anybody's
Poplar Street.
interested in real estate, how to kind of get that going, or about any companies, feel more than welcome to ask about that, because I've done a lot of research on that as well. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Take the next right onto Poplar Street, then turn left to stay on Poplar Street.
What? Strange. What are you trying to have me do here?
Turn left to stay on Poplar Street, then turn right onto Fielding Street.
Okay.
Take the next right onto
I'm a
Fielding
little
Street.
sleepy. And I am heading to stop number 9. And according to my route, I don't take my break until after stop 14. I don't know about that one. I only have 18 deliveries.
In 1,000 feet,
So-
turn right.
Right now, I'm ahead of schedule a little bit. I think I'm about roughly 20 minutes ahead of schedule for now. We'll have to see if it stays that way. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get these stops done as early as I can.
Turn right, then turn left onto Cottontail Lane.
Not so that I can finish my whole route early, but I'm getting kind of hungry, so I might have to try to take my break before the recommended time. And fortunately, on this route, it is allowing me to kind of
Take the
get
next
ahead a little
left onto
bit.
Cottontail Lane.
I brought my lunch,
In
so
1,000 feet,
if
turn
I have
left
to
onto
hurry up
Farm to
and
Market Road
eat a
407
banana
West.
or a cheese stick, then I'll just do that to hold me over until I get done with stop 14. Then I'll take my break. So we'll see what happens. I'm kind of on a rural route, so it depends on how far apart
Take the next
some of these
left
stops
onto
are.
Farm to Market Road 407 West.
My last 4 stops or so have been pretty close together, but this one that I'm going to now It is in Justin, Texas. And so it's about 15 minutes from where I started. Now it's 12 minutes away. Oh, yeah. So as long as they don't start staying too far apart, I think I'll be all right. So it looks like I got to go to Justin, and then it looks like I got 1 or 2 in Ponder. Ponder, Texas. Talk about country. And then I actually make my way back to Argyle. And I believe I got like 1 in Argyle.
Continue on Farm to Market Road 407 west break for half a mile.
I really don't want to take my break in Argyle, to be honest, because there's not that much around. But a lot of my route is in Argyle today, so
in a quarter mile,
we'll just have to wait and see how things fall.
Take the next right onto Fog Road.
Alright, good people, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go for now. And I might hop back on here in a little bit.
Continue on Fog Road for 2 miles.
Thank you to everybody that stopped in to check out my video. If you could, please comment, like, and share. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything. And I'm still not putting out a lot of videos, so you're not going to get bombarded with alerts from me. At least not yet. And I really tried my best. I try my best to put out helpful information. And a lot of the time, whenever y'all start coming to me with questions, my follow-up videos after I get some questions on my videos, those are the ones that I can put out the most information. So again, anybody that has questions really about anything, whatever comes to mind, please ask, because that just helps me be more informative on my next video. So again, if you could, please comment, like, and share. I would surely appreciate it. I hope everybody has a great Tuesday, and I will catch you later. Peace out.